Namaste. Welcome to German Language Lessons, Lesson 7. In today's lesson, what shall we discuss? The first topic we'll discuss is dates. And the second topic, indefinite article. Lektion 7, Datum. Datum is dates in English and unbestimmten Artikel is the indefinite article. So let us see how to ask and get some answers about asking the date. The first question we have is, Der wievielte ist heute? Der wievielte ist heute? The English translation, what is the date today? Or what is today's date? The answer for this, I have chosen one particular date and one particular month and year as an example. So I have chosen 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th as the dates and the month to be as May. So that's why it is Mai and 2025. So let us see in German, what do we say? Heute ist der 1. Mai 2025. Heute ist der 1. Mai. In English, today is the 1st of May 2025. Now, if you remember the ordinal numbers which you had seen in the previous episode, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th up to 19, you have this T coming up. Whereas, when it goes to 20 onwards, it becomes T. So that's how. Heute ist der 21. Mai 2025. Heute ist der 21. Mai 2025. Meaning in English, today is the 21st of May 2025. So this was one way of asking. Another way of asking is also there. So we shall today see both the ways for today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, yesterday, day before yesterday. For each of them, both the versions we shall see. So the second version of asking is, Welches Datum haben wir heute? Welches Datum haben wir heute? So which date is today or what is today's date? Heute ist der 2. Mai 2025. So since I wanted to show you some more examples, I have changed the date from 1st to 2nd. Like that, I'll show you some different dates as examples. So the English translation for this will be, today is the 2nd of May 2025. Heute ist der 22. Mai 2025. Heute ist der 22. Mai 2025. In English, today is the 22nd of May 2025. Now this was about today. Let us see now how to ask about tomorrow. So the replacements you try to observe, because the pattern of the question or the answer would be the same, but slight replacements are there, slight changes are there in the words. So for tomorrow, der wievielte ist heute was today. But when it comes to tomorrow, the heute word changes to morgen. So that's how, as you see on screen, der wievielte ist morgen. Der wievielte ist morgen. In English, what is the date tomorrow or what is tomorrow's date? What is the date tomorrow or what is tomorrow's date? Der wievielte ist morgen? Answer for this. Morgen ist der 3. Mai 2025. Morgen ist der 3. Mai 2025. So tomorrow is the 3rd of May 2025. Morgen ist der 3. Mai 2025. And with 20s also I was showing you the example. So the other example with 20s. Morgen ist der 23. Mai 2025. Morgen ist der 23. Mai 2025. Tomorrow is the 23rd of May 2025. Tomorrow is the 23rd of May 2025. Now, I told you that there are two versions of asking, so the second version also we shall see. This time, when I take the second version, I change the date, because what I wanted is to give you an understanding about first, second, third, fourth, all the ordinals, whichever are possible in this sequence, whichever are possible in these examples. So the next sentence, the next question which I take is, welches Datum haben wir morgen? Welches Datum haben wir morgen? So what is the date tomorrow? What is the date tomorrow? Or what is tomorrow's date? Answer, morgen ist der 4. Mai. So from Ditter, I have changed to 4. So purposefully, so that you would understand these ones. It doesn't mean that in one question you would put the right date, in the other one some other date. No, just for you to have the examples I have given like this. So morgen ist der 4. Mai 2025. Tomorrow is the 4th of May 2025. The other sentence, morgen ist der 24. Mai 2055. Morgen ist der 24. Mai 2055. Tomorrow is the 24th of May 2025. Morgen ist der 24. Mai 2055. Today is over, tomorrow is over. Now let us go to next one, the next set of questions. Der wievielte ist übermorgen? Der wievielte ist übermorgen? Übermorgen, you can easily guess, it is day after tomorrow. So the English question would be, or in the English the translation will be, what is the date day after tomorrow? What is the date day after tomorrow? Heute is today, morgen tomorrow, and übermorgen day after tomorrow. Heute, morgen, übermorgen. So let us see the answer for this. Here, once again, I have changed the date and I have given one more example. Übermorgen ist der 5. Mai 2025. Übermorgen ist der 5. Mai 2025. Day after tomorrow is the 5th of May 2025. Übermorgen ist der 25. Mai 2025. Übermorgen ist der 25. Mai 2025. Day after tomorrow is the 25th of May 2025. So once again, the other version of asking for the date. As you can easily guess from the previous sentences, we have seen today, we have seen tomorrow, we have seen day after tomorrow. Now let us see, what do we say for yesterday? So, der wievielte war gestern? Der wievielte war gestern? What was the date yesterday? What was the date yesterday? See, nowhere in the questions did you observe this word datum was used in this sort of sentence. Only in welches datum, only in such condition you use the word datum. When you use this sentence, der wievielte, you don't use that word datum. So let us see the answer. Gestern war der 6. Mai 2055. Gestern war der 6. Mai 2055. So yesterday was the 6th of May. One more example. Gestern war der 26. Mai 2055. Gestern war der 6. Mai 2055. Yesterday was the 26th of May 2025. Well, so the other form of asking once again about yesterday. Welches Datum war gestern? So as I was just mentioning, if you use this word welches, then only you use the word datum. Whereas with the other form of the asking, other form of the question, that is der wie vielte, you don't use the word datum. So welches Datum war gestern? What was the date yesterday? Gestern war der 7. Mai 2025. Gestern war der 7. Mai 2025. One more. So yesterday was the 7th of May 2025. One more example. Gestern war der 27. Mai 2055. Gestern war der 27. Mai 2025. The first example was 7. Mai. The second sentence 27. Mai 2055. So yesterday was the 27th of May 2025. Then one more. Now we have spoken about today, we have spoken about tomorrow, we have spoken about day after tomorrow, even about yesterday. So next we think about day before yesterday. So der wievielte war vorgestern? Der wievielte war vorgestern? Heute, today. Morgen, tomorrow. Übermorgen, day after tomorrow. Gestern, yesterday. And vorgestern is day before yesterday. So, what is the date? Day before yesterday. What is the date? Day before yesterday. Vorgestern war der 8. Mai 2025. Vorgestern war der 8. Mai 2025. Day before yesterday was 8th of May 2025. One more sentence. Vorgestern war der 28. Mai 2055. Vorgestern war der 28. Mai 2055. Day before yesterday was 28th of May 2025. And the other version. Welches Datum war vorgestern? Welches Datum war vorgestern? What was the date? Day before yesterday. So as you have seen, in either asking der wievielte or welches Datum, the English translation remains the same because in English we don't have any other way of asking. Answer which I have taken for this. Vorgestern war der 8. Mai 2025. Vorgestern war der 8. Mai 2025. Day before yesterday was 8th of May 2025. And vorgestern war der 28. Mai 2055. Vorgestern war der 28. Mai 2055. Day before yesterday was 28th of May 2025. Now in all these dates you might have observed, I have taken the alphanumerical form to show you. It doesn't mean that always Germans write like this. Erster, Zweiter, Dritter, Vierter, Fünfter, like that. No. I just wanted you to practice the pronunciations of these words. Just as how we write the dates, in the same way also they also write the dates. That is with the numericals. So if you want to write 1st of May, you will put 1 dot, 5 dot and the year 2025, 2026, whatever the year is. That form also is there. That form also is used. But if I show you that form and if I say it out, you may not be knowing the word. So that is the reason I have written it in words so that you would clearly understand. So these were about the date. Now let us go to the other part which I would like to discuss today. That is about the unbestimmten article. What is unbestimmten article? The indefinite article we call it. So let us see how this unbestimmten article is in German. So for this I have taken help of a table. In the table you find der masculine, das neuter, the feminine and the plural. Remember when we spoke about genders, we spoke about these ones. Masculine is there, neuter is das, feminine is the, we already spoke about it. Those are the same ones which I am showing you over here. So how do you say it in the positive? How do you say it in the negative? In the positive, for masculine, der, ein, neuter, das, ein, feminine, the, einer, and plural does not have because we are speaking of the indefinite article. And in the negative, kein, keiner, and plural also has keiner. Now, when you look at these ones, you find that the masculine as well as the neuter, both of them look alike. Whereas feminine has that extra E. And plural, of course, you can't have any word because even in any language, practically speaking, you don't have a plural for indefinite article, a or an in English. And the negatives, once again, kein, both of them look same. And keiner is for feminine as well as for plural. So if you carefully observe the whole table, you will understand that just by adding the letter K, you are changing the positive into negative. Have you observed this point? Carefully observe. Ein was kein. Einer, keiner. I'll show you some more sentences as examples so that you would understand this clearly. But before that, I'll take help of a verb. So a conjugation of the verb sein. Remember earlier I had shown you some conjugations. Of course, this verb sein does not follow it. Even in English also it does not follow the normal sort of conjugation. Let us see how. So I have that ish, do, er, sie, es, etc. all the pronouns, and now let us see the conjugations how they work. For ish, it is been. So in English it would mean I am. Du bist. You are. Er, sie, es ist. He, she, it is. Wir sind. We are. Ihr seid. You are. And small z or capital Z, small z representing they and capital Z representing you, singular or plural formal is sind. So they or you are. Look at English also, the same thing it is. I am, you are, he, she, it is. It doesn't follow how the normal verbs are. I come, you come, he, she, it comes. No, it doesn't follow that pattern. Even in German also, the same way, this particular verb sein does not follow that pattern. Let us now go to the examples of unbestimmten article. So first I take the sentence with a definite article so that for you, you will understand how that definite article comes up, how it is in the indefinite article positive and how it is in the indefinite article negative. So the first sentence which I have taken is, here is der Wagen. In English it would mean, here is the vehicle. There is the. And ein, it can be a or an. So that's how when I say, here is the ein Wagen, the English translation will be, here is a vehicle. Then what will be the negative for this? So just now in the previous screen you have seen that ein can change to negative as kein just by adding letter K. So that's how the sentence will be. Here is kein Wagen. And the English translation obviously will be, here there is no vehicle. Now I kept that there in brackets because in English we can't say here is no vehicle or there is no vehicle always. So for you to understand, I have given it like that. Anyway, we are not learning English. We are learning German. I am speaking in English because that is the medium of instruction. So here is der Wagen. Here is ein Wagen. Here is kein Wagen. In German, all nouns have genders. Masculine der, neuter das, feminine die, and all of them have plurals also. So these things we have to by heart. I had earlier in one episode I had shown you about that. But as constraint of time, I can't put in all the nouns in front of you and show them. So this is what is the thing. And similarly, there are no shortcuts for learning these ones. You may sometimes hear some people saying, I'll give you some shortcuts for that. My sincere advice is, learn them along with the article and if possible even the plural. Don't think for shortcuts. Learn them as they are. That is the easy and the best method. Let us go to the next example. Dort ist das Buch. Dort ist das Buch. There is the book. So from here I have changed to dort. So what would be the indefinite article sentence? Dort ist ein Buch. Dort ist ein Buch. There is a book. Dort ist kein Buch. Dort ist kein Buch. There is no book. Dort ist das Buch. Dort ist ein Buch. Dort ist kein Buch. Then with the feminine word I have taken. Das ist die Bank. Das ist die Bank. That is the bank. That is the bank. Das ist eine Bank. Das ist eine Bank. That is a bank. Your State Bank, Andhra Bank, Canara Bank, such sort of banks. Das ist keine Bank. Das ist keine Bank. That is not a bank. That is not a bank. And one more with plural. Hier sind die Bücher. Hier sind die Bücher. Here are the books. Here are the books. Now, when it comes to indefinite article, you don't have any word. So that's why hier sind Bücher. You're speaking of the unbestimmten article. That's why the title, I have kept it like that. I did not remove the title. Hier sind Bücher. In English, here are books. You can't say the books. A is not at all possible. The books is only when you say here sind die Bücher. And negative is possible. So hier sind keine Bücher. Hier sind keine Bücher. So here there are no books. Hier sind die Bücher. Hier sind Bücher and hier sind keine Bücher. So in today's lesson, we had learnt about datum, how to ask questions about date, where I had taken some examples, only some examples, and I had shown you with the words, even as the numbers also dates are written. And the other thing what we discussed today was about the unbestimmten article. I hope that you all have clearly noted down all these points. So thank you very much. Vielen Dank.